his opponent out of the red corner, C.J. Hodge.
C.J. Hodge comes to us by way of Fight Squad MMA. He's a 1-0 amateur. Colin Ruby and Juan Hernandez are joining him to the ring. He likes to stand. He's got 1.5 years of training, and he says TKO or sub. That's how this fight's going to end.
He's a very confident kid. What struck me about the first fight was a lot of the guys from that area, they don't have the same level of jiu-jitsu coaching that they probably deserve, and he showed some amazing jiu-jitsu in his first fight, and just very live body on the ground, very athletic, very quick.
Yeah, with 5 years of wrestling, that certainly adds to athleticism.
I think that could give Eddie some problems.
And you had mentioned Eddie and the problems with the scale. His gym, who I respect. You got Delgado James James as a head coach, and you've got
Deviante is in his corner. Deviante Young.
I mean, there's a lot of experience there, but they have had trouble on the scale in the past. In Austin, they had another fighter that missed by a few pounds as well.
Maybe, yeah, I can't remember who that would have been, but Eddie was a tough dog to keep in the kennel during this camp.
Yeah.
He doesn't look quite as strong as normal tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see how he performs.
All right, guys, introducing your first fighter out of the blue corner, a boxer with a record of 2-0, coming in at 5 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 140 pounds, from the Work Gym from St. Paul, Minnesota, fighting out of New Ulm, Minnesota, Eddie Delgado. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter with a record of 1-0, standing at 5 feet 8 inches, weighing in at 135 pounds, representing the Fight Squad MMA, fighting out of Truman, Minnesota, C.J. the Hog Boss Hodge. And your referee for this bout is Chris Claviter.
We've got C.J. the Hog Boss Hodge in black spandex. On the other side, we have got Eddie Delgado wearing green trunks.
Now, Chris Claviter, the referee in the ring, his daughter moved to Wisconsin for wrestling, Mike, and just as a freshman, won best varsity wrestler on her team.
Oh, really?
Yes, she was a state champion at ninth grade, I believe, right now in Wisconsin.
You got both fighters.
Just an absolute beast.
You got Eddie Delgado standing southpaw.
Curtis has already won the Battle of Tattoos tonight, Mike. Nice head kick, nice double kick actually.
By C.J. Hodge.
We're seeing some speed and athleticism.
Well, what you're looking at is Eddie Delgado trying to close the distance with double jabs. He's done that twice up until this point.
I think another thing that Eddie might struggle with is he is a boxer, but the kicks and stuff and knees and other weapons, I don't think he's going to have to the same speed and athleticism and technique that CJ has.
Possesses. Yeah, CJ Hodge has got championship height as well. He's very tall for this weight class.
Yeah, and I think he can make 125. He only walks at 140.
Yeah, that's wild. You saw the front calf kick by CJ Hodge as well. Wow.
Nice, beautiful knees to the body.
No, that was to the body.
That was.
That looked clean to me.
It did. It did. Looks like it may have landed on the family jewels instead, Mike.
I don't know about that. I mean, he could have got the wind knocked out of him. I'd almost like to see a little replay on that.
I think he liked the break, honestly.
Yeah, he's going to have to kind of figure things out. There's a lot of information coming at him right now. He's going to have to download it. Here is the replay. Let's take a look at it. I thought he landed some real crisp knees right to the lower belly. I didn't think they landed low. Let's see where here it comes. Left, boom, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a left.
Jeremy, let me tell you something. I am looking directly at this. It isn't right in my purview, and I completely missed that.
You must not be staring at the right things then, Mike.
I think so. I think you might be right. And to Eddie Delgado's credit, he is not laying on the ground and rolling around right now.
Oh, yeah. It must be a very humble feeling when you are. Nothing worse than, being in pain from a shot like that on the ground and fans staring at you, waiting for you to get back up.
Bouncing on your butt, trying to get things in the right order.
quadruple adjusting the nut cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to action. Here we go.
Nice little-
I like what I see so far from CJ. Nice double jab by Eddie. Eddie switched to the southpaw stance here,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, we got 2 guys that are switching to southpaw occasionally.
You know, there's 2 types of fighters, Mike. There's fighters that switch stances when they're doing well, and there's fighters that switch stances when they're not doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. Heavy flurry by CJ Hodge, closing the distance.
And you know what, Mike? He's conserving his energy. He's breathing. He's fighting really smart right now.
Yeah.
Eddie's not bothered, though.
No, you're right. You know, a guy with only 1 amateur fight in CJ Hodge, he is very mature for that amount of fights. And
For sure.
experience.
Oh, see if Eddie, and there we go. Eddie has the guillotine in. If he has both hands in, it's under the chin. This could be over.
He's got a half guard. CJ Hodge is going to fight his way
His
through
head's
this.
turning red. From what I see, it could be bad. Oh, good position by
He's
Eddie.
out. No.
Yeah.
Now CJ Hodge is fighting.
He's
gotta
going to have to fight these hands and at
both
least get a little
hands.
bit of air. He is breathing right now. He's not close to tapping out. He looks like he might be able to escape, but his tongue's out of his mouth. From the angle I have, Mike, I can see his tongue there. Oh, there we go. Nice way to get out. Not giving to that guillotine, but right in a full mount, which isn't any more fun.
Yeah, he's out of it. Sometimes you got to put yourself in a worse position to get out of a sub, and CJ Hodge is going to have to figure this out with Eddie Delgado raining punches down on CJ Hodge. CJ better figure this out. I would almost give up my back right now if I'm CJ.
I probably would too.
Oh, stopped by the referee.
Probably would too.
Stopped by the referee. CJ had a real good showing up until that time. And I'll tell you right now, Eddie is still bothered by those low kicks.
Well, Eddie used his submission skills to get CJ in a bad position there. You know, he didn't finish the guillotine, but he still put him in a bad position to then finish him with strikes.
Yeah, and the referee was talking CJ through it the entire time. Eddie had a really good showing. Really good showing by Eddie Delgado.
YouTube.
We're going to bring it back to our ring announcer, Trevor Maglon, and make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by TKO, out of the blue corner, Eddie Delgado.